All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axle1324.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And we are joined once again by our amazing guest, Italian Clowns.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
And so pumped. Can everybody hear me? Is it still too loud?
Sounding pretty good here.
All right. All right, good. Yeah, I got it on the first click this time. Normally
yeah, that was good.
5, 6, 7 times.
Yeah.
I should just edit that volume down. I think I will.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Doggy, yeah, definitely get yourself a Razer Kaio. I recommend it.
Yep. So I could just make it through one more show with this really nice. I don't want to talk bad about it. Yeah, really nice camera I've got.
That's right. It'll go out on you if you talk.
Yeah.
You'll hurt its feelings in the middle of the show, man.
Yeah, so it's nice. Luxury.
By the way, everybody, it is the last Friday of January, if I'm not mistaken here. Nope, not mistaken. It is definitely the last Friday of January. Mm-hmm. We have made it to the first month of 2023 so far. How has your 2023 been so far, Carlo?
I can't complain. We got a lot of games to look forward to, man. That's what it's about. Having some fun.
Absolutely. What about you, Doggy?
Yeah, Cloud said it best. Yeah, it's a promising new year filled with all kinds of games that are coming out. And yeah, other than that, it's been a busy, quick first month. I can't believe it's already been almost, the first 31 days or so are almost past us. So
that's right.
Unbelievable.
So what all did you play this month, Carlo?
Wow. So I've been playing a lot of Crusader Kings 3.
Yeah. Are you eating the Pope?
What's that?
Did you eat the Pope?
I overthrew him.
You overthrew him. Okay.
Yeah. I took away Rome, made it mine, and I converted everybody to my own thing. Yeah.
So cool.
Hi-Fi Rush was playing that as well, and some Persona 4.
All right. Awesome. Doggy, what about you? What have you played this month?
Played some Saints Row because they had that on a free weekend, like a free play weekend, whatever they call that.
Yeah, a gold weekend. Yeah.
And that game was pretty legit. I thought the game was all right. It got some batteries, but I thought it was pretty cool. Ended up buying it and finishing it off. I didn't finish everything in it. That's pretty tough. But
right.
Might get around to that and see what else I've been playing. Gran Turismo 7, which hopefully I don't have to play that too much longer. And some shovelware, getting some achievements. Tried to get ahead on that, so maybe I don't have to mess around with that as much next month when some games come out and stuff. So nice. I can't remember. I've played a bunch of stuff, but those are two main ones I played. It's Gran Turismo and Saints Row.
Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I have to switch sources. Okay. Not bad. As you know, Doggy, I started off this year playing one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. That Iron Chronicles Rising was awful for me. And by the way, chat, let us know what you've been playing. We'd love to hear what you've been playing in January.
Yeah.
And then I switched it over to, I went old school. I went back to one of my favorite RPGs, Panzer Dragoon Saga on my Saturn. And played some of that. Played all the way through Disc 2 before I stopped again. And then I played Monster Hunter Rise came. I was super excited for it. Me and my friends all played it. Slayed some monsters, and I've been playing it ever since. Until the shadow drop that Xbox did, and I played some Hi-Fi Rush these last 2 days, and man, it was awesome. It is awesome. But we'll talk more about that later. Let's check in with the iconic chat. Let's see. Tony Grosso joins us. What's good, my friends? Hey, everything is good.
Tony,
we appreciate you. He asks, is Miss Zelda all right? She is perfectly fine. She's perfectly healthy. She just is having a work conflict right now, and we think that might be resolved sometime in the summer. So for the entire rest of the winter and the spring, you will have just me and Doggy and any random guests we put in. Amazing guests like Carlo, Italian Clown.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Who is staring at me.
Thank you.
Yes, he is.
Awkwardly.
He's got
Non-stop.
those.
He is focused. He's not even blinking, guys.
Something about those
He's not
eyes.
even blinking.
Yeah. I can feel your feelings through those eyes. Feel your emotions.
There you go. All right. By the way, guys, this is the glasses crew we got going on here today.
Yeah, there we go.
That's right.
The spectacles.
The spectacles. That's we are the iconic spectacles. Let's see. Howdy from HCK360. Thank you so
Boom.
much for
What's up,
coming in.
brother?
Brendan Fultz joins us. He said, "Been playing too much Overwatch." Hey, I have a friend who also loves Overwatch. Unfortunately, it's not for me, but he loves it.
What's up, Brandon Fultz, brother? Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you. Michael Powered Gaming
Michael!
comes in. Wait, Aiden Chronicles for the N64? No, this is Aiden Chronicles Rising on Game Pass. It's spelled different. Let me see if I can find how it's spelled. Oh, well, it's like EIYUDEN. Ayuden Chronicles.
I didn't.
Yeah. So let's see. Roll credits on Forspoken. Now I started Hi-Fi Rush. Hey, Forspoken, that's awesome, General Spartan. Get that PS5 to work. let me know what you thought of Forspoken. If you rolled credits, obviously you thought it was good enough to finish. So let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
My beautiful wife joins us. Luis Vian is here. Thank you so much. This could be my niece or my mother-in-law. I'm sure it's my niece. She says, hand pink waving. Okay. Hi. And Michael Powered says, wait, what conflict? Is there a strike that she's involved in? No, work schedule conflict. Hey, you guys are so negative here, guys. Come on, bring up the positivity.
Yes, and Carmen, what's up too? Hanging out with Brandon Fultz. Hope you guys are having a great night. And thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you both.
Absolutely. At least she's okay. Good to hear. Looking forward to her return one day. We both are. We all are.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Everybody's looking forward to Princess Zelda's return.
Michael Powered Gaming says, you certainly are a spectacle. Thank you so much. Doggy Carmen loved the shout out last week, homie.
Yep.
Way to show the love. Hey, we love all our chat.
Yep, those are my two friends right there. Love you guys. Like I said, hope you guys are having a great night. Shooting some pool, whooping up on somebody. I know you are.
And thank you so much for the audience, for the support. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tony Grosso spells it here. Ayuden. Yes, so Ayuden Chronicles.
There you go. All right.
Absolutely. And where was I? Oh, my sister-in-law, Sunny Cabernet. She says hi. And here we go. We got a review in. Let's see. Forspoken had a mid-story, but the gameplay was decent enough to finish the game. But that game is not worth his $70 hard-earned dollars. Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Well spoken.
But I understand there are some games that are not worth the money. Yeah. And John 907I joins us. Thank you so much. He says, "Hey everybody, bear."
Yeah.
Bear. Let's get right into it, guys. So the Xbox Developer Direct took place on Thursday.
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, sorry. On Wednesday. Sorry, I've been so busy. On Wednesday.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah.
And it definitely was different than any other format we've ever had on Xbox show. So with that being said, Carlo, what do you think about the new format that Xbox went with the Developer Direct versus their other smaller things like Inside Xbox? Isn't that what it was called?
Inside Xbox. Yep.
Yeah, Inside Xbox.
Yeah,
Inside Xbox or whatever else they've been trying to do.
Yeah, some other ones. Yeah.
Tell me what you liked about the format, what you hated about it.
I gotta be honest. I like the fact that it was a lot of straight to the point. What the showcase was about, gameplay, cinematic footage. I liked the details about what they're working on with Forza. That was all great. I think that was fantastic. It was a short format, and it got you hyped for what's coming. And the stealth drop was that was bar none right there. That was pretty epic. That's something that I hope they could continue doing on these shows. I don't know if they can always do a stealth drop, but that's a really cool stealth drop they did, and it's getting rave reviews even on Steam. So very happy for that. The only drawback I would say is that when they were talking about Minecraft Legends, I felt like they were trying too hard to show the people behind the scenes and make really bad jokes. And And I just thought, in my opinion, I think they could have just focused more on the gameplay, and then showed, a little bit of the development team. But I felt like they showed a lot of conversation between the two that were speaking. I don't remember their names, but I just thought, that part was a little bit too much. They could have cut down the individual talking about Forza as well, because I'm more about like seeing the game. Talk to me while I'm seeing the game. That's when you talk to me. That's when I want to hear what you got to say. No offense to them, I'm not there to stare at them as they talk about something and it's not playing. I just want to see it playing as you talk about it.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, let us know in the chat what you think of the Xbox format for the Developer Direct. Splendiferous joins us. He says, Yo, family, Splendiferous, thank you so much for joining us. And Flashback OG Next Level Gaming Podcast joins us. Thank you so much, Fastback. Let me know what I know you guys are playing Elder Scrolls on the Xbox. I play mine on the PC. Let me know what role you picked. I haven't had a chance to rewatch. John 907I agrees with you, Carlo. He says, yeah, there was no need for that lady at the end with the vampire teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, if that's the last thing you see, oh my God. All right. Doggy, you're up, man. What did you think of the Developer Direct format? What did you like? What did you hate?
Yeah, I mean, it was all really good. As an Xbox fan, I'm, happy with it. Proud of them for, kind of trying to get a new, fresh take on doing this. Like you said, the inside Xboxes, they ran their course, that kind of stuff where you're just the lame host with the stupid jokes and just sorry, okay, but yeah, sometimes those things were just like, like, come on, okay. But yeah, like Carlos said, some of the just to show the game the whole time while you're talking. I kind of like him describing the game, but yeah, I don't need to see as much of the talk. Just kind of because I could have even shortened it. The shorter, kind of the better. If you could even shorten that up, maybe even a little more, but a little more spunky would have been cool. But really, I can't complain too much. I mean, I like I thought it moved along pretty good. I liked the presentation of it. I like that little select screen where where it picked the different things. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was really well done. I'm happy with it. Hopefully they continue down that path. Oh yeah, the name at first I didn't really like the name at first, but the more I think the more I kind of hear it, the more I think it kind of sticks with me. So I'll give the name a B on the name.
B?
A B on the name. Not quite an A. Maybe something a little better. But yeah.
Okay. You know what? Let me get the channel in on this. Let me ask a poll here.
Yeah, because at first I was like, that name is so weird, but then the more I hear it, I'm like, that's pretty neat. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it as an Xbox fan. Definitely not much there to complain about.
All right, give me 1 second.
Can have as many seconds as you need.
The chat. Well, I can't talk and type at the same time.
Yeah, so yeah, hopefully they keep on with that. Hopefully they have these, every, do one of these every quarter or so. I know they already said they were coming out with the summer showcase or something. I don't know if that's different than E3 or is that all the same thing? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, I think it must be the E3. I think.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so
it has to definitely be the E3.
So we know we got some Starfield coming up, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, you got your stuff going on there, Axel. So take it away.
There you go. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Splendiferous gives us a 9 out of 10 for the format.
Oh, the format. Okay, yeah,
that's right. Tony Grosso is saying. Let's see. Fastback said, I enjoyed the direct straight from the developers. Absolutely. That's how I would write my essays. Oh, what did you do? I enjoyed the developer direct. Yeah, I enjoyed the direct from the developers. You remember writing essays and you couldn't use copyrighted or...
yeah.
Do stuff. Yeah. It was just no. Awesome. All right. Be sure to let us know. So I agree with both Doggy and Carlo. I like the new developer direct format where the developers are talking. I don't mind the corny jokes personally, as my show is full of them. So I can't really really hate my art here. And then I do like hearing from the developers, them explaining their games, their vision, what they wanted to accomplish. I hope that none of them end up eating crow, because they did give out some specs and all this stuff, and Digital Foundry is going to hold them to it, and so will the rest of the internet. So I really hope that goes real well. I do like how there was almost nothing between each show, other than that like 5-second break between, when that little screen would come on and circle the next game.
Yeah. Yep.
So removing the host, I think, was a good, smart idea. I hate to say it for those of you that are aspiring hosts, as I know I was one day, but the host time has come to an end. People just want the information nowadays. More rapid fire information. What I didn't like, so I'm a huge fan of pure trailers. Just the hype music and the trailer itself. No talking, just the hype music and the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a huge fan of hype trailers, and the fact that there was no hype trailer to speak of for any of the games, it was just the trailer with the developers. That left me a little disappointed, because I love trailers, but that's just a preference. Nothing terribly wrong with it. So yeah, I really did enjoy the developer direct as well. I think this format is great. They should keep it moving forward. Don't change it, right? I like how they copy the Nintendo Direct style, right?
Yeah.
So they go Nintendo Direct and then it's Xbox Developer Direct. So yeah, I really like that format. We'll see if they stick to it. I don't think they should use it for E3. I think E3 is more of a big spectacle. Definitely bring out the big guns at Xbox. Bring out Phil Spencer. Bring out Sarah Bond. Bring out Todd Howard. If Starfield hasn't launched by then, bring out Todd Howard. If it has, keep Todd Howard in the back, working on Elder Scrolls 6, as he should have been for the past 20 years. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Fantastic input from everybody. Oh, and I like the fact that at the last minute, Tango Gameworks was added. They announced it maybe a few hours before the show. And not only was Tango Gameworks added at the last minute, but that stealth drop just took the event as a whole from a 9.5 to a straight up 10. Because that's getting a surprise gift if you're a gamer, an Xbox Game Pass gamer. And thank God the game is good. But we'll talk more about it later. All right. We're going to go ahead and end the poll here. All right. Doggy, how did the chat do?
What do we have? We had 62% thought it was a home run as an A. Yeah. So we had a B, had 25%, which is a very good. And then almost failing at 12%. So somebody didn't like that show.
Oh, all right. So, hey, everybody is entitled to their opinion. We like what we like.
Yep. I can understand. Yeah. Didn't like it, you don't like it.
All right. Here we go. Let's move on to our first game.
Let's do it.
That game is Minecraft Legends. Let's get that trailer pulled up. Give me a second here, guys.
Oh.
Do I have the right thing selected? I do. Okay. I always got to be careful. All right. So Mojang Studios put out Minecraft Legends. Let's start with opinions on this. Carlo, did this make you... We already knew Minecraft Legends was coming. Did this developer direct on it make you more or less excited for Minecraft Legends?
It made me less, because when I played Minecraft Dungeons, I really liked the style of Minecraft Dungeons, right? So I was hoping Minecraft Legends was a take on Minecraft Dungeons, and it would be like an extension of that, further developed, more fleshed out. But instead, it feels more like of a PvP kind of game, which,
right?
I know it has its audience out there, and it's going to be great for a lot of people. But I really enjoyed Minecraft Dungeons, so I'm highly disappointed in my own perspective that it's not an extension of that. But with that said, Axel, I'm still going to play it, because I got to give it a chance to really make a full opinion. But my 10 went down to about a 4.
Your 10 went down to about a 4.
Just on that game. Yep.
Oh no. Guys, I'm going to lower the resolution because my stream doesn't stream above 720, so I'm going to save some data and lower the resolution. Sorry. All right, keep going, Carlo. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's how I feel about it. I know that I'll be playing that with a couple of my friends and checking it out, and it maybe the game mechanics will catch on with me, but the overall story arc did not.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Guys, let us know what you thought about Minecraft Legends in the chat. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Let's check in with the iconic chat real quick. John 979 says, cool, GoldenEye drop, never had an N64 as a kid. Oh, man, you are in for a treat. You're in for a treat.
You're going to love that, yeah.
Yeah. Fastback says, I like that the devs explain how about the game with gameplay. They could have done a hype trailer to lead up to each segment or to end. Yeah, exactly my point.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Splendifer says Minecraft Legends is an RTS, right? Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. John 979 says next. All right. Doggy, Minecraft Legends, what do you think?
Well, like you asked, like am I more excited now or less excited? I don't think I really had any excitement for this because I don't really like Minecraft, right? I did like the Dungeons game. That was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Right, that was cool. But I didn't really come into this expected it was going to be something like that, and it was going to be some kind of PvP or I don't know. I wasn't expecting much fun. Seeing it, I mean, it gives me a little more excited. I mean, it looks pretty cool. The way the devs were describing it, the devs describing some of it, like if they just, or like Carlos, if they just kept the game going while they're doing it. But some of the stuff they described made it seem pretty cool. The way you have to team up, and if you're playing with your friends, it could be mildly entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's not, it's not nothing that's totally exciting me or anything. But I'm more excited for it than I was, so I'm at an excitement level of maybe 3 now instead of 1.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Still play it with friends, so that'll give it something. That'll give it something there.
So when it comes to survival games, there are very few games that get it right. And I feel that Minecraft is the prime example of a survival game that got it right. Especially with the building mechanic. I think Minecraft is obviously second to no one when it comes to building. And it's probably what has given it its longevity. So when Minecraft Dungeons came out, I was so excited, right? And I played the game and I wanted to find certain weapons or certain augments to my weapons and stuff, and the only way to get the augment was to keep playing the same level over and over and over again with that 5% or less chance of that weapon or augment dropping. And it got kind of boring really quick because the dungeons weren't procedurally generated like they are in Diablo, right? So Diablo 3 has procedurally generated dungeons, which means every time you go in it's different. It's nice, right? So the only downside to Minecraft Dungeons to me was no procedurally generated dungeons at launch. I don't know if they've added it since then. I stopped playing it. I'm not paying for DLCs because I just don't like that repetitiveness to it. I got other games to play, right? So when they said, and each world you live in is procedurally generated, every battleground, I'm like, yes, finally, I think that's going to add so much depth to the game. You might get this super awesome strategic position with all the things you like to build, or you might get this super crappy strategic precision where you gotta just survive for a while, long enough to get something good, right? So I really like it. I do like that it is horde based, so it is more of a field commander style based game where you recruit hordes. It reminds me a lot of what's that game? The Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, where you lead the assault on the bases and you have to bring in your horde with you, your orcs, and give them commands. So I imagine it's going to be something similar to that. And I love RTS games. I love strategy games. I love that this is multiplayer because I love co-op. So hopefully they don't just have a PvP mechanic. Hopefully they also have a PvE mechanic outside of the campaign. for those of us that just don't play enough to really get good at it, you know what I mean? Some of us might not be that fantastic at strategy anymore because, you know, we grew up a little bit. So hopefully they have a PvE, you know, like a versus AI outside of the campaign. So I really hope they have that. They didn't clarify if they did or didn't. And of course it has that Minecraft charm. That's what the best thing about Minecraft is, the charm. So I'm hoping that this game delivers on my expectations, and I am more hyped to play about it because just on the one trailer they showed before, I didn't have enough information. So this developer direct definitely added more information, and I am definitely more hyped for this game. So yeah, let's see. Let's check in with the chat. Splindifer says Minecraft Legends is RTS, right? Kind of. I would say it's more like Commander style RTS. If you've ever played that. Splindifer says it's different. Harry Balzac.
What's up, Harry? Harry Balzac.
Minecraft Legends look fun for stream night with friends. Yeah, absolutely. Mako Power says, wow, not only are the Mojang devs white, they are just lily white, aren't they? Like all of them. I think Minecraft is in where is it at? The Mojang is in Sweden or something like that, isn't it?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, where's Mojang at? Let me look. Mojang headquarters. Is it Swedish? All right, so they're in Sweden. So they're in Sweden, so it is Europe, very dominantly white. So yeah, but I'm sure that there's some minorities in there somewhere. Let's see. Minecraft does nothing for me. I can guarantee I will not be playing it. All right.
Hey, what's up, Jago?
Get your money back. And by the way, Jago Kuka, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And we're also joined by Timmy. Timmy, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Timmy.
Absolutely. Fastback says, I believe there will be co-op to build, defend, and attack AI. Absolutely. It's so funny. I'd rather watch Supersonic streaming paint drying. It's funny because he does that all the time. So yeah, absolutely. And let's see, John 079 says, I thought Minecraft was your bad bro. So yeah, there you go. But we did ask a question in the chat. We asked the chat what they thought of Minecraft Legends. Doggy, how did the chat do?
All right, we have 33% said eventually.
Oh,
we had.
Sorry. What was the question?
Yeah. Are you going to play Minecraft Legends? And we have 33% eventually. Heck no. 22%. Right? Is that what we got? No, 33% as well. And then we got 22% day one and 11% probably not. So a tie up top. 33% for the top two eventually. And heck no. So no day one. No day one, guys. This is just not happening.
Where are you at on this, Carlo? Are you going to be day one eventually? Probably not, or heck no?
You know, probably yes, but it might only be like 30 minutes, and then yeah, and then I might get put on the back burner if I don't like it.
All right, Doggy, where are you at?
Eventually, if somebody wants to just try it out sometime, play it. But otherwise, yeah, I guess it's good. Yeah, probably. Man, I don't know what to say. No, probably not. There is probably not. It's probably not. Yeah.
All right. So I am on the other side. I want to be a day one. I do want to be a day one, but I know I'll be in the middle of another game, so I'll probably be on the eventually list, most likely. But I am looking forward to playing this game. It just might not be day one. So yeah, there you go, everybody. And with all of that being said, Doggy, guess what time it is?
Oh, you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's intermission time with these three fine individuals right here. That's clowns, Axel and Doggy.
All right, thank you so much, Doggy. All right, let me pause some of this because I have a lot of sound sources hitting my ears right now. There we go, much better. All right, guys. So today's game requires you guys to tap. We are going to give you guys game plots explained badly. And you have to guess the game plot. Are you ready, Doggy, to tell me and Carlo your bad plot?
Yes. Yes,
right,
yeah,
Doggy.
I'm ready.
Carlo, are you ready? Do you know how to play this game?
You know, can you just explain it real quick to me? The
Yeah,
rules?
yeah, let's...
Yeah. So we're going to summarize the plot of a game, but we're going to do it badly. Right?
Okay.
So, what, like, let me think. What's a movie plot explained badly? Let's go to a movie
Yeah,
plot.
there you go. Yeah,
You know what? Let me just look one up. Let's see. Movie plot explained badly. Let's see. Tumblr has me covered apparently. All right, so like for Titanic, it'll be nothing on Earth could come between them. Or sorry, so Titanic would be explained badly. Would be rich girl lets poor man freeze to death. That's the plot of Titanic apparently.
Okay.
So that would be
Yeah.
Titanic,
Yeah.
or like here's one. Group spends 9 hours returning jewelry.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be Lord of the Rings, right? So, yeah, we're just gonna give you guys a plot explained badly with video games. Hence why I use movies as examples. And you guys have to just guess which one we're doing. Now, we are not gonna give you guys hints at first. We are just gonna let you guys type what you think the plot of the game is. If nobody guesses the plot, then we will give you guys choices. Sound like a plan?
It's a plan.
All right,
It's a plan.
here we go.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to look at the choices because I don't want to. I'm really looking forward to this game. All right, Doggy.
Yeah, this is cool.
Go ahead and give us your first game plot explained badly.
Okay, now I tried this. Okay, we're gonna get rolling. We're all gonna get this one. I know you guys can do this. Let's start this off easy here, all right? So, okay. Blasting through zones to take down a questionable doctor.
Oh. Do I
Clowns.
get? Can I say it out loud?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you good. Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Before you guess,
Yeah,
let's
okay, we'll let
some chat guess this game.
Let
All
the
right,
chat
so,
kinda
so if I'm
catch up here.
blasting through zones to what?
Take down a questionable doctor.
Take down a questionable doctor. All right. All right. We got our first guess in the chat. Let's do guesses first. Let's not tell them the answer yet, Doggy. Clowns, what do you think?
Okay, I'm not looking at the chat. Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right.
Good guess by clowns there, right?
All right. So to take down a questionable doctor, zones. I think the zones is what gives me the hedgehog, because I was also thinking Mega Man, because you do take down a bad doctor.
Yes.
But the word zones, I have to, that's specific to Sonic, like Zone 1, Green Hill Zone. Zone 2, Chemical Plant Zone, whatever it was,
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna go with Sonic the Hedgehog as well on this one. So
All right.
let's see. Let's
Just the
check
chat's
in with
got
the chat
going on
and see
here. Let's
some
get
of
the
these
chat.
guesses. Big Powered Gaming goes Sonic the Hedgehog. Jacob Coogan thinks Mega Man.
All right, so we got
no
okay.
Sonic. All right. Split Difference says that's Call of Duty all day. Absolutely. Let's see. But maybe Mega Man. He's still on that Mega Man.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see both. I can see it.
All right. All right, let's start. Let's go ahead. Oh, Fastback comes in with a guess. He says Dr.
Mario. That's a good one. There we go.
Mm.
That could be it.
That could be it. Except I don't know. Is Dr. Mario a questionable
if you
doctor? Would you let Dr. Mario operate
Yeah,
on
and
your
if
clouds?
you take those pills he gives you, you're in the zone, right?
That's right.
All right.
All right.
That's good.
I love this one. Why so serious, Clouds? Well, why so serious, Clown?
Well, so I'm using eye tracking software from NVIDIA. We're testing it out, man. No.
That's right. He's not even blinking. Is the best part of this eye tracking software.
Yeah. He's seeing if he can go the whole podcast without blinking here. So far, he's
right.
doing pretty good.
He loves Wednesday. All right. Let's go ahead and end that question there. Doggy, what was? Repeat the question and give us the answer.
Blasting through zones to take down a questionable doctor, and you guys were on it, man. It is Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, zones, questionable doctor, and of course got blasting, blast processing. So yeah, there you go.
It all goes together processing part.
To equal Sonic the Hedgehog.
Awesome. Hello again to my sister-in-law. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP.
That is right.
Clowns is creeping me out.
Sorry.
I love it. All right, let's move it along. All right, are you guys ready for my question?
Oh, for sure.
Clowns, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Let's see if I can stump you guys. All right, here it is. The plot of the video game is: unstoppable super soldier escorts lunatic AI to humanity's most vulnerable hotspots. All right. Go ahead. We'll wait for the chat to give their first guess. I will repeat the question.
No look in the chat.
Not the question, the clue. The clue is: unstoppable super soldier escorts lunatic AI to humanity's most vulnerable hotspots. All right, we got a few guesses in the chat. Carlo, Clowns, you're our guest. What? Do you have a guess ready?
I'm going to be way off because this is a good one, Axel. This is a good one. And the only thing I could think of would be, and it's probably wrong, but I'm going to say it anyway, Borderlands. Maybe 2 because of Claptrap.
Okay, yeah, Borderlands, okay. That's a good guess, yeah. Doggy, are you ready with a guess?
What is it again?
Repeat the question or the clue?
Yeah. The clue there. I think I'm on to you just because of VR.
Unstoppable super soldier escorts lunatic AI to humanity's most vulnerable hotspots.
Lunatic AI. So it's AI. And the unstoppable super soldier. Well, there's a lot of those in gaming.
Yeah, it's like all of them.
Yeah, so that doesn't really give anything away. But the AI and man, that was a good one, Clowns, actually. But the AI, so if I'm gonna make a guess, just know it, it's you, AI, Halo.
Ooh. I like it.
Just because, and just because. Oh, I got it. We're not hearing you. I did not hear.
Sorry. Good
there you
guess,
go.
good
Yep.
guess. Yeah, that was good. Okay, yeah, okay. But which one?
4?
Okay, Doggy's going with Halo 4. All right, you gotta be specific, guys. You gotta be specific. All right, here we go. Let's check in with the chat.
That's good.
The
They got to be
difference is
specific.
I
There
have
you
so
go.
much fun here. Hey, we have so much fun with you guys.
Oh
here.
man, yeah, you guys, the chat, you guys make this just as fun as it is, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you, every one of you guys and gals.
I am watching you all.
The difference is going with Terminator 2. Okay, yeah, that could be a good one.
Hey, man.
Makeup Power goes, gee, I wonder if Axel went with Halo.
Right.
Oh, you got some admirer here, Clowns. Clowns got a cool beard, bro.
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, your beard's awesome.
Absolutely.
I would have to.
The difference is too easy. Halo. Jago Coogan says, Clowns is staring into my soul.
Right, Jago. Can't you feel like his emotions through his eyes? Just stare into his eyes.
His AI eyes.
AI eyes. Yeah.
That's right. I'm gonna make a bad subplot of Carlo here. Famous interviewer never blinks and looks into your soul. Who is he? All right, let's see.
Nice.
Fastback says Terminator. All right. The correct answer, let me repeat it one more time for everybody. Unstoppable super soldier escorts lunatic AI to humanity's most vulnerable hotspots. I am, of course, talking about Halo, but in specific, Halo 5, where she is going rampant.
Okay.
No. Wait, Halo 4. You're right, doggy. Halo
Yeah,
4.
okay,
Which
I was
is
gonna
gonna go rapid. That's right. Halo 4. And Phasma goes,
Awesome.
hi everyone. Hi Phasma. Thank you so much for joining us. You
Yeah,
are
hi,
the
Phasma.
MVP. Thank you so much for joining. All right, and that is gonna do it for this intermission. We're gonna go ahead and stop that music. Hit play on the other music. Again, brought to you by Pretzel Rocks.
Awesome
There we
music.
go. And we'll get right back to our review of the Xbox Direct Developer Direct. Up next was probably the highlight, in my opinion, of this whole show, and that being Turn 10. Clowns, Turn 10. What'd you think?
I think they had a very one of the strongest showing at the show. I think showing off the detail, the dirt, the damage to the cars. It just looks fantastic. I want to dive in and just crash into people right now. I just want to see what it looks like. So I think
Race Dreadpool.
That's right, Drew.
Yeah.
Race Dreadpool, you will crash guaranteed.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that was a great portion of the show for me.
All right. So are you more or less hyped for Forza Horizon? Or not Forza Horizon. Sorry, Forza Motorsport. I don't know why I said Horizon. I am sorry, chat.
I know. I love Horizon. My hopes were up.
Are you more or less hyped for it, Carlo?
I'm more hyped for Motorsport now.
All right. Awesome. Anything else to add?
No, I just, the only thing is he didn't have much more game, but other than that, I think it was fantastic.
Absolutely. All right. So let's move on then to Doggy. This showing of Forza Motorsport, I guess the relaunch, because it's supposed to be Forza 8.
Right, yeah, it'd have been Forza Motorsport 8, but
it's a relaunch.
Yeah.
What did you think of this showing?
Oh man, they didn't disappoint me here. Man, just it looks so good. Like stuff like this where they're showing the paint, how you can look down the paint and you can see just the little imperfections in it. Clowns mentioned the way the dirt builds up on it, just all those little details. The crashes, the crashes look way awesome. On track ray tracing confirmed, or at least confirmed by them, so like you said, hopefully don't have to eat crow on that, but I fully expect that. Like I fully expected this game is going to look top notch. They showed a few moments of this game, like where they were behind chase view of the car, and it just looked buttery smooth, and it looks so good. The reflections off everything. They said they had 5 new tracks. Sound like they were doing something better with the sound, which back in the day, that's always been the gripe. Part of the gripe with Forza games is that the cars didn't sound that great. So good to see they're working on that. I kind of like to look at that. I love that, man. Look at that view with that big blower on top, man. It's so awesome. About where you change your car parts and it changes the sound. You put different exhaust on your car and it's going to sound different, just like it should. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. They were talking about dynamic changes like weather and temperature and rubber on the track and all that stuff, debris, all that, just different stuff. Change it. Each lap's different. They said each lap's going to be different, so that's cool. I'd say the only thing that really kind of disappointed me is, I just really thought this thing was going to come out like here soon, man. I was watching this thinking, okay, we're really ready for you to try this out. And then it said coming 2023. So I guess my biggest disappointment is that I got to wait, but that's cool because it sounds like they're doing it. They say they would just want to get right. Just make the perfect campaign, make this fun to play, single, multiplayer. But man, what you got and all the stuff you're talking about, man, this game, I'm super excited. I'm even more hyped, even if that's possible. But yes, I'm even more hyped.
If that's even possible. Yeah, with you.
Let's go with this. Woo! Okay, sorry.
Awesome. So as I said, for me, this was the highlight. But before I get into it, let's check in with the chat. Hold on, guys.
Yes, highlight. Yes.
Let me check in with the chat real quick. Terminator. I do love guests. Hi, Phasma. Hi, Phasma. Of course, I'd be here. Hey, we love
Hi,
you so much,
Phasma.
Phasma. You know it. Fastback said, I knew it was Halo. They get harder. They get harder, guys.
Oh, yeah. We were just getting warmed up.
That's right. The highlight of the show was the shadow drop of that game, period. Hey, that was a fantastic moment.
That was a good point, Jesse.
Yes. I heart you guys. Hey, and you know what, Phasma? We heart you. All of us do. Jacob Coogan, Carlo looks really excited to talk about Forza. He didn't even blink. He's so excited. Only downside of this part of the show was no release date. Yeah, Donkey covered that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fastback says Forza Motorsport looked great, but why show now if released in second half of the year? That's a good question, but I'll take any showing at any time. All the time. I mean, they can show me Forza Motorsport once a week, every week until launch, and I'll be happy.
Yep.
Jesse Darby. Yep. Have I said hello to Jesse Darby yet? Well, if I didn't, welcome to the show, Jesse Darby.
Hello, Jesse Darby. Thank you.
Forza Motorsport, the Game Pass game for me. There you go. Fastback says, was hyped till no release date. Let's see. We saw during the developer direct why Forza is the king of racers. GT who? Yeah, speaking of GT who, Doggy, you are going to be the only one here as of right now who has, when this releases, who would have played both GT and Forza, so you can give us your honest review on graphics, gameplay, sound, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep. That is. I can't wait for that day. Yeah, and that is definitely. I'll be happy to do that. That'll be fun for me. And I will be surprised if GT7 can even hold a candle to what this is going to be.
I hope not. I mean, this game came out so much later after GT. It should just blow GT out of the water.
Yeah.
Personally, but you never know. Sometimes people mess it up, right?
Yeah. GT7 though, I'm playing it and it's fun. It's good. So, it's
that's right. We're going to get our comparison right here from Doggy Dog. We don't need no Digital Foundry. We're going to have Doggy Dog Foundry. We're going to have Doggy Dog House doing the comparison. Let's see. And it's kind of funny the day after watching the Metacritic guys run around with their heads cut off like chickens to try to come up with a Metacritic score. I'm not sure what are you talking about for Forza?
No, probably a hi-fi. Yeah.
Okay.
Looking
forward to seeing the studios utilize the capabilities of these consoles on this one. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not even a big racing guy anymore, but I'm super hyped to play it. Who isn't? Doug Praxis joins us. Thank you so much. Doug Praxis, we appreciate you coming in. You are the real MVP. No freaking day.
No freaking day. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That was like, because I thought they said, like, in the description of this, it said games coming in the next few months, So, like, I saw this. I was like, dude, they're just going to say, we can't wait for you to get your hands on this. I thought, all right, here it comes, man. Here it comes. They're going to say, go play it right now. And they didn't. But at least they gave us a shadow drop. But still, man, at least if they could have said, like, coming out around the time of racing season, Daytona started, something, in February. I don't know. I was disappointed about that. That was the most disappointing part for sure.
Split Difference reminds us 500 cars, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, 500 cars, and they said 100 like new ones to the series, and they said something about like the most like pretty much saying there's new cars, like there's brand new cars. They're not going to be like old stuff. Yeah, I can't remember the word he used. Yeah, modern. Yeah, most modern roster or something like that.
Yeah, the most modern track cars, or what was the word he used? He said a very specific type of car. GT cars.
Yep, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, new tracks, new cars. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't. And something about they had the 3 terabytes. They'd go. Take film,
scan,
like picture, scan. There you go, scan, and they come back with 3 terabytes, and that was cool. Just all kinds of cool stuff here. Just get you hyped.
All right, awesome, and of course, everybody, thank you so much for all your comments. We appreciate them all.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see. Fastback says, Jesse Darby says, I'm actually glad they didn't give it a release date. That way, if they have to polish it a little more, it will be ready.
It sounds like that's what they was saying, is they wanted to make sure it was the best they could give. So I think they wanted to work a little more on the camp. I don't know. It seemed like there's something they said they wanted to work on.
Absolutely.
So you're right.
They said, I'm okay with them I'm okay with them taking time on Forza Motorsport, but don't show it at a show meant for the first half of 2023 if not ready. the 2023 promise was an E3 promise, but I'm okay if they break it. As someone who works in design and development, sometimes development falls behind schedule no matter how hard you work. Trust me. You can put 200 hours a week and still fall behind on development. All right. So here we go, guys. So Forza Motorsport for me, I kind of enjoy Forza Motorsport a little bit more than Horizon. Horizon is fun with friends. I do love playing Horizon with friends. I love playing the online mode with Horizon. But when it comes to, I like tuning my cars, and I like tuning my cars really a lot. And Forza Motorsport, just nothing compares to it. I want to tune my cars and get that response that you expect on real tracks. I love the fact that the physics engine is far more powerful. I'm looking forward to the tire wear. I'm looking forward to the 8 points of contact on a tire. I'm looking forward to the sound. I'm just looking forward to the greatness that this game is going to bring to racing. I do love that the campaign, because I do play the entire campaign first before going online. I do like that the campaign is based on car building campaign, so that's going to be cool. Instead of previous Forza games, they were like Forza Cup style. So this new campaign is going to bring something new. I'm really excited for it. Of course, working where I work, when they said, "Oh, and we captured this paint using a spectral digitized spectral analysis," I'm like, "Hey, I have one of those." Well, I don't have it, but I use those at work too to analyze paint.
Yeah,
and so you can get you get that RGB code 100% every time correct on those things. So I cannot wait for this game. I cannot wait for that. I'm a little sad. I did hear in the Forza Monthly that they were not going to have Drivatars anymore. So when you play by yourself single player, if your friends have played Forza, it would load their Drivatar with their driving habits.
Yeah.
Right? So you could always play against your friends. But they're going to remove the Drivatar feature, I think.
That's too bad.
I mean, they kind of alluded to it. So that kind of sucks, because you kind of made money off of Drivatars too. Right?
Yeah, I mean.
So yeah.
I hope they.
So hopefully, whatever they replace it with is better than Drivatars. Yeah. But I know that Drivatar AI, I really enjoy it, because I like screaming at my friends when I'm racing.
Yeah, I like that too. The Drivatar stuff, it's good.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Mako Powered Gaming says, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I need to head off. I will catch everyone soon, though." Hey, thank you so much, Mako Powered, for being here. We appreciate you stopping in for when you did.
Yep, appreciate you so much.
Better be throwing all the bells and whistles at this, or you know what? I need all the carburetors. I need all the pistons. I need all the exhaust. I need all the tire threads. What's that? Did you ever see the? Hold on, let me get at it. The Fast and Furious prayer. Did you ever hear it?
I don't remember the Fast and Furious prayer.
Fast and Furious, just prayer. Let me see. Fast and Furious. Jesse.
I like what you said about the car building campaign too. I noticed it when they said that too. That's interesting. And I hope that's what I hope that campaign, they got a chance to do something real good with that. So that's cool. It sounds like they're kind of focusing on that.
Yeah,
so,
it's gonna
even more than they usually do. The campaign's always good, but sometimes the Gran Turismo ones are cool the way they do theirs. So hopefully,
they do those by license, right?
Yeah, license. And sometimes you gotta build up your car and stuff in them and stuff. Yeah, so hopefully it's kind of stuff like that too. So
that's right.
Yep.
Let's take a moment here to listen to the official car prayer.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Fast and Furious.
I don't remember this.
Hopefully I don't get copyright striked on this, but we'll see. Here we go.
All right.
The first out of every.
Thank you for providing us with the direct port nitrous injection. 4-core intercoolers and ball bearing turbos and titanium valve springs. Thank you.
Amen. Amen. That's the car prayer, guys. So funny, man. So
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I loved it. So thank you, Forza Motorsport, for ball bearing turbos. Titanium springs.
That's awesome, Axel.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Forza Motorsport should be the most immersive racing game we've ever seen. Absolutely. And let's see. Fastback says, "Boo! Bring back boo! Boo! Drivatars, bring back Rossi." I don't know what Rossi is. You'll have to explain it to me. Jan Anosuna says he's been waiting long enough. Jacob Cookin, yes, I know the Fast and Furious prayer. Actually, I can't remember the words, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Forza Motorsport looked great, but no battery to start this first half of the year. Oh man.
Hey, have you ever played?
And of course, rip Paul Walker. Absolutely, rip Paul Walker. Rest in peace. Yeah. Have I ever played?
Have you ever played a racing game in VR?
No.
I've heard that's like the stopping, and that's just like hard to take unless you're used to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know GT7, they're wanting to put that in virtual reality and stuff.
They're
like,
going to, yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard like when you stop, it's like so it's different because I don't know, just the feeling of it and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what people think of that.
I kind of want to experience it. Carlo, have you played driving games in VR?
No.
No? All right. Well, we'll see. And yes,
Yeah,
Carlo
we'll
is
see
still
what-
here,
yeah.
but he has decided to blink for a while. His eyes are dry. That's why his camera's off. All right. And we did also ask the chat to take a poll. Doggy, read
that
the
we
poll
did.
and the answers, sir.
Are you gonna play Forza Motorsport? When are you gonna play it? And we're gonna play. Most of us are gonna play it 60% day one. Eventually 27%, and then we got. Oh wait, yeah, 6 and 6. Yeah, okay, yeah, 6 and 6, 7, 7. I wrote that eventually, and probably not. So, yep.
Mm-hmm.
You guys that are not gonna play it, maybe probably not. I feel bad for you, man.
Okay, here we go. Rossi was one of the top AI drivers in early Forza Motorsport. Okay, so drivatars were not a thing in early Forza Motorsport. Okay. All right. With all of that being said, Doggy, can you guess what time it is?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, chat, you are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another round of what are we playing anyway? It's
game plots done
bad game plots. So yeah, here we go. Bad game plots.
No, it's game plots done badly.
Game plots done badly.
Woohoo, woo-hoo. Carlo, are you ready?
I am ready. Rev up your engines.
Oh, yeah, okay. My next
I love
game
it.
plot ready.
I love it.
What is my game
All right.
plot? Okay.
I will go first this time, Doggy.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, we'll switch it around.
All right. That
Let's
sounds
see if
awesome.
I even remember this one. All right, guys. Again, we are going to do game plots done badly. I am going to give you a quick example having to do with movies.
Oh, movie. Okay, a movie one.
Yep.
Okay.
With movies, to give you an example, so you know kind of what we're talking about. So,
Give him a hard one, Axel. Kind of ramp him up. I don't know how hard this is
so
going to get.
I'll say something like, "Cancer survivor never loses his sense of humor." Cancer survivor never loses his sense of humor. That is that is the movie plot I am describing, and that is the plot to Deadpool. You guys have to guess which what plot I am describing, but of course we will be doing it for video games. Are you ready, Doggy?
Oh yeah. Yep. Stuart.
Carlo, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's see. All right. Highly suggestible tourist murders swaths of addicts in a swanky undersea fishbowl. Give us your best guess on this video game plot. I will say it one more time.
Yeah, please.
Highly suggestible tourist murders swaths of addicts in a swanky undersea fishbowl.
Oh, I think I know.
All right, let's give the
All
chat
right.
the chat.
Yeah, let's
minute
chat
here
here.
to type in their guesses. Type in your guesses, chat. We will not start questioning the panel here until you guys give us at least one guess to this game plot. Done.
Man, that was
badly.
tough, man. Whoa.
Let's see. Yes. Jacob Coogan goes, say what, Axel? That's not
Right. Yeah. I'm with Jago though. I'm
all right, here we go. I will say it one more time. Highly suggestible tourist murders swaths of addicts in a swanky undersea fishbowl.
Oh.
All right. Okay, give us your best guess. I told you guys it was going to get harder. I said it. You didn't believe me.
Underwater.
Jingle Coogan says, I'm lost. Doug is over there Googling.
No. I was writing down ideas here.
I got one guess, and I'm waiting so I can say it.
I'm on the chat. Dem chat.
Clowns must have went to get a six-pack, bro. Absolutely, he should.
Yeah.
Open, Clowns.
I'm gonna need a refill
Jingle
after this
Coogan with
question.
the first guess. He says, SpongeBob.
Oh, nice!
Zero clue.
The hey, underwater. I like that. Read it again. Let's see how close that was.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
That's a good guess, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good guess. All right. Clowns, you said, Doggy, do you have a clue ready? Or one ready? No, yes, no.
I've been the only water game like Abzu.
Okay, Abzu, okay. Okay, that is an underwater game. No murdering, but yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm just throwing stuff out there here. Yeah,
Right.
I'm definitely wrong here.
Well, Doggy thinks. Clowns, you want to give us your guess?
Underwater.
Dead Island.
Dead Island, okay.
Dead Island.
Okay, you are a tourist in Dead Island. You are murdering lots of zombies. Does Dead Island have an underwater fishbowl? Or a fishbowl? I don't know. I'm seriously stumped.
Yeah, you got me there.
Okay. And
So I know
Fastback
my
says
answer's not
Avatar. No Avatar. All right, nobody got it. It's okay, guys. We got backup plan.
Yeah, we got a backup plan. Yeah.
We have
Oh,
a
yeah.
backup plan. No problem, guys. Fastback again guessing Subnautica. That's a really good guess. Absolutely.
Ooh,
Dude, that's a really good guess. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
man.
That is super close.
that's a good guess.
Okay, so here we go.
I'm like,
I'm
who
gonna
put
give
that
you guys some
Fastback?
clues. Let
Was
me
it-
reset
was
my
that
music real
Fastback?
quick. Let me reset my music.
Who put that?
Okay, let me add a poll. You guys keep,
I'm going with
keep
Fastback.
guessing until I get this poll in there.
I'm going with Fastback. I'm agreeing with Fastback.
All right.
That's a good one.
Well, I'm gonna take.
But
Take
I
a
already
minute
said
here.
Abzu, so I kind of,
Yeah, you said Abzu.
I kind
but
of,
no.
I kind of get. But I knew that. I knew.
I played Abzu because it was an easy thou, right?
Right. Yeah.
But
I
no,
didn't-
it's not Abzu.
I got tired of playing it. Brave got the Dow, so I was like, man, because you'd
Was
just
there
be
any
like,
murder in
it'd
this
be all,
game?
yeah. I was like, man, like, yeah, where's the murdering? Come on.
That's right.
But like, how you'd get so disoriented, and it's just, I don't know. It's like, man, life's too short, man. I go find another thousand somewhere
Let's read
else.
these Fastback guesses. At least Fastback is playing the game. He says Shark Game, Man-Eater,
Man-Eater.
Stranded Deep. All
Who's
right, and the
Stranded
poll
Deep?
is up in the chat. The poll is
Okay,
up
yeah,
in
here.
the chat, guys. So now you can officially guess the game that I am putting on there. I have given you 3 choices.
These are
Highly
Axel's choices.
suggestible tourists murder swaths of addicts in a swanky undersea fishbowl. Your choices are Bioshock, Subnautica, and Soma. All right, Doggy, give us your guess out of those 3. Which one do you think it is?
Oh, I'm definitely going with Fastback now, Subnautica. Okay, yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Fastback.
Carlo, what are you going with now that you know your 3 choices?
Bioshock.
Where's the poll?
Bioshock. Okay, good, great. All right, Jago
There
Coogan
it
is saying it's Bioshock. Bioshock most likely. All right. We'll give you
Look at
guys
this
a
nice
few more
tie. we
seconds
had.
here.
Oh no, okay.
Oh no, people are still voting.
Yeah.
They're still voting. We'll see, because the thing is still moving. I can see people every time they punch
40,
in a vote.
40, 20. All right, yeah.
Be sure to vote, guys. Be sure to vote. Brendan Foltz.
Bioshock, most likely. Bio all day.
Hey.
The Fastback changed his answer, so now I can't go with Fastback because he changed his answer. Now I'll go with Subnautica. I already missed it with Abzu anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right.
All right. I think that's enough. Let's go ahead and end the poll here. So end the poll. All right. So here we go. Highly suggestible tourists murder swaths of addicts in a swanky DJC Fishbowl is none other than BioShock.
Good job,
I was
Ted.
talking about BioShock because, as you remember, the intro to BioShock was him flying when his plane went down. He's a tourist. He's suggestible. Would you kindly? And he murders a swath of splicers, and he basically raptures a reverse fishbowl. I guess I should have said reverse fishbowl. That might have given it a better thing. But yeah, clowns. How did you know it was BioShock?
Because I remember it underwater theme.
Yes.
So I was like, it has to be this.
Absolutely. I was definitely talking about BioShock. We told you guys it would get harder. You guys need to pay attention. I'm just kidding. Guys. All right. Doggy, are you ready with yours?
Yeah. Let's go. All
Okay,
right.
Doggy. Let's see
I don't know
Doggy
if mine's
can
as
stop
hard as yours,
us.
but all right.
Oh, by the way, on the poll, 50% of the chat guessed
50%, yep.
BioShock. So 50%
Yep.
of you were correct.
All right. Are you guys ready? Are you
We are
ready?
ready.
All right, chat. Are you ready?
Yes.
They said yeah. All right, so here we go. A convicted killer takes a young girl on a very dangerous hike.
Okay.
And we'll do this
Convicted
again. All right.
killer.
A convicted killer takes a young girl on a very dangerous hike.
Okay. Clowns, do you have any guess?
That is so good that I'm thrown off. The only thing I could think of, and this is probably way wrong. Okay, I'm gonna say it, and it's probably wrong. Road 96.
Road
Road
96.
Road
I never even
96, okay.
played Road 96. Oh man, if this is Road 96, I'm in trouble. All right, that's a good guess. Okay. A convicted killer takes a young girl on a dangerous hike. Okay, so I'm trying to think AI companion games, right? Of course, the first thing that came to my knowledge was The Last of Us, but I don't think Joel is a convicted killer. So I'm thinking, what convicted killers in games do I know? And it's one of my favorite video games, and it is a Game of the Year video game.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that is, I'm gonna go with The Walking Dead by Telltale Games, because Lee was on his being transported to jail.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He crashes, and that's where he meets what's her name, Clementine, and
Yep.
they leave and go places, many places. So I'm thinking it is the Walking Dead Telltale game, but I am unsure. I'm just trying to get everything. A convicted killer takes
A convicted
Goes on a
killer takes a
dangerous
young
hike?
girl on a very dangerous hike.
that dangerous hike part has me guessing because it wasn't technically a hike; it was like a trip. I don't know.
Yeah, that was like a cross world kind of thing, right? Across
Yeah,
the
it was
world.
across the. If it was like, a convicted killer takes a
Hey, you never-
a young
hey.
girl to Atlanta or wherever the heck the end city was, that she was trying to get to her parents, or escorts the young girl to her parents, because at the end you found out the parents were dead. Spoiler alert.
Oh man, I'm sure. Yeah.
That would have been, it would have been more accurate. It's that hike part that just has me guessing.
Hey, you never know how long a hike could be. You just never know.
Fastback. Let's check in with the chat on some of their guesses. Fastback goes The Last of Us. Split Difference says Tomb Raider or Forspoken. Good one, Clowns. Taxi Driver looked pretty shady. Yeah. And Road 96, yeah. I've never played it, so I'm just agreeing.
I never played it yet.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
says,
so-
good one. That's what I'm thinking, Axel. The Walking Dead. Jesse Darby says, As Dust Falls.
Yeah.
Clowns just got done eating his pineapple pizza.
No
Clowns.
comment, no proof.
Clowns, do you need
There's
help
no
on
proof,
your pizza
yeah.
selection? Clowns, look at me. Do you need help on your pizza collection? Blink twice if you do. Hold on. Do it again. Blink twice. That AI is so funny, man. Oh my god. Okay. Fastback says Halo.
Halo.
Folks says, this isn't a Joe Biden life story spin-off game.
There you go.
Dang. Oh, burn.
All right, Brandon Fultz has it. No need for a poll right there.
Fastback says Firewatch. All right, Doug. I think we've done enough time. Did anybody guess it either between us or the chat?
All right.
Wait,
It was a convicted killer.
Wait.
Yep. Okay.
Did anybody guess it between the chat or the panel?
Yes, there was some correct guesses out here. Yeah.
All right, there was a correct guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Doug,
So
go ahead and repeat the question and tell us what the answer is.
a convicted killer takes a young girl on a very dangerous hike, and yeah, it's a convicted killer was indeed Lee.
Ah!
Takes Clementine, yes, on a hike, and you never know how long the hike could be. You know, I can't say, a long trip across, far across the land with zombies. Gotta hide it a little bit. So yes, The Walking Dead, a great game. Yes, great.
I am the champion.
And if you would have had to guess from my other picks, it would have been The Quarry or Kirby's Adventure. So it'd have been a tough pick.
Adventure, I like that.
Oh my gosh, so funny. All right, let's see. Think about it. The kid killed somebody. He could have been a convicted killer and went out of hike with the girl. Went on a hike with a girl. Yeah. What Axel said. Yes, we were right, Axel. Absolutely. And John Anderson says, nice one. My wife is laughing. There you go. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this intermission time. Let's get back to the Xbox event. Are we doing good here? Let me look.
Sounding great.
So we
great.
wrapped up for some Motorsport. Oh my gosh, we were supposed to do another game.
I noticed that too. That's all right.
Oops.
Yep. We throw it in this
a little
time.
too rushed on it. All right. So this is going to be a long time between intermissions, but let's try to speed this up.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
Up next was the surprise of the show by Tango Gameworks. None other than Hi-Fi Rush. Clowns, talk to the people.
So stare at my creepy eyes for a moment. Stare at this creepy. Okay. I won't blink. Blink. No, but so Hi-Fi Rush, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, what are they kind of thinking? Because it had a mix of anime, Jet Set Radio, Sunset Overdrive. And I thought I thought I wasn't going to get into it. I really kind of put this in my mind as something I'm not going to get into. I was thinking maybe this game would be about a 6, maybe, it looks good, but not kind of for me kind of thing. But then I played it and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Like the story's great. Animation's smooth. The beats are, it's just, you're rocking out to the beats in this game, whether you do streamer mode or, the licensed tracks, it's really good. Yeah. So this game, I did not expect it to be as good as it was for me. And I put this game at a 9 so far from when I played.
All right. 9 out of 10. Italian Clowns. And how did the Shadow Drop make you feel?
Excited, because it's a risk Xbox needs to take. And that's something I want to see them do more often of. I don't know, if they have all the resources to constantly do stuff like this every time they do an Xbox Developer Direct. But I think it was a nice surprise for all of us,
Yeah, absolutely. Let me finish this chat here. Let me bring us all back into the picture. Doggy, are you there?
I am here.
Where's my button?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't find my button. Absolutely. So Carlo is digging Hi-Fi Rush. Doggy, tell us about Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, props to them for the Shadow Drop. I didn't say that earlier, but that Clown Team said that even at the first. Props on that Shadow Drop. That's really cool. They did that. I haven't got to dive way into this game, but what I played is so awesome. Like, the first thing I noticed about it is like how smooth like the animation is in this game. Like, okay, I was sitting here, I started the game up, and it has like a little thing. I like the story at the beginning too. It's cool, right? But I'm sitting here watching it, or watching the whole thing, and Willow walks through, and she's like, are you watching something, or is that a game? And it looks that good. You know what I'm saying? It looks that good. So, but yeah, once you get into playing it, that has great combat. Like I said, I haven't played a bunch, but as great combat. It seems like something I can get into. I mean, I'm into this kind of genre stuff anyway, but it's the whole rhythm beat stuff added to it. I'm sure it's gonna be real fun to play. I'm looking forward to keep going into. I just haven't had. It's been a busy week. Haven't had time to get into a bunch of stuff, but yeah, this game's definitely a winner from Xbox. Good job, guys. Like, totally hyped for this game. Like I said, I'm gonna play much, but looking forward to playing the rest of it.
Absolutely fun, amazing game. So I will speak on Hi-Fi Rush now. If everybody has said what they needed to say.
Yep, I'm good.
All right. So first off, the art style. If you know me, I was a huge Dreamcast guy. At the time it was called Jet Grind Radio.
Oh yeah, yep.
Right, and Jet Grind Radio was the first game with cell shaded graphics. So I was there when this art style was developed, and I am more a fan of stylized graphics than I am of, just the pure realistic style of graphics that a lot of games do. This is why I think Elden Ring has better graphics than any other game last year, because it was so stylized. And so when you're looking at a game with cel-shaded graphics like this, it is super stylized. It is beautiful. And cel-shaded games, whether you're talking of Jet Grind Radio or Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, they last the test of time. They never look bad. They will always look good. So this game is already going to be a game that you can show to your kids, and it won't be like, oh, these graphics are crap, like a lot of kids do, right?
Yeah.
So first off, stylized graphics. What made it even better is the combat, the amazing combat. As you know me, I say gameplay is king, and the fact that no matter what, your attacks always land on B, it makes it, for me, as both a music and a enthusiast and a visual enthusiast as well, to be able to land that next hit perfect, because not only is there an audio cue, but there's also a visual cue. I can't tell you the amount of games I've played where you have to hit the attack button again to do extra damage. So that really plays into it. The fact that the licensed soundtracks so far sound amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the whole world is on beat. It's just a great game. And the shadow drop, oh man, there's nothing like just downloading the game and playing it right away. I didn't even download it. I just played it on xCloud. There is a little latency that it took a little while to get used to it, but once I got used to it, I was getting S's all the time. So not as good as other people online, but enough S's to make me happy. So kudos to Xbox for taking a risk. Shout out to Tango Gameworks for doing something different other than a horror game. And the fact that this game is getting such high reviews, this makes the second Xbox game where the user reviews are just through the roof. That is a Game Pass exclusive, or an Xbox platform exclusive, if you will. High on Life, and now Hi-Fi Rush. And I love rhythm games. I love combat games. I love cel shading games. This game is my game. I haven't finished it, so I can't rate it yet, but I will. Sorry for the long-winded response, guys. I'm just very happy about this game.
That's cool. Yeah, awesome.
All right, let's check in with the chat on Hi-Fi Rush. Jingle Coogan says Hi-Fi Rush is actually really good. Is actually really good. I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Fastback says this was a nice surprise. We'll play seeing all the positive talk. You definitely should. Considering the capabilities of these consoles, Cartoon Network for me isn't good enough. Everybody has what they like. Yeah. Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with what John on 7 I says. He likes his graphics more realistic, and that's what he likes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I hope Xbox does I almost read that a whale. I hope Xbox does a whole lot more shadow drops. Don't get me thinking a different way than I was thinking about when they were dead. I wouldn't count on it, man. I just wouldn't. I think Hi-Fi Rush was the perfect shadow drop style game. Perfect. And I don't think we'll see another one in a few years. Game is a game no matter how powerful a platform is. Yeah, that's true. but the Xbox, thank God, is a powerful enough platform to get me at 60 frames per second, 120 on my TV, to make sure I hit that attack button on beat.
So you think it'll be a couple more years for they do something kind of shadow drop, kind of like this?
I think so.
Kind of just
since I've been listening to podcasts since the Xbox One days, and everybody was saying, "Oh, Xbox should shadow drop. Xbox should shadow drop. Wouldn't it be great if they shadow drop? Wouldn't it be awesome if they shadow dropped?" It's been like 7 years of me hearing that, and they finally shadow dropped something, and thank God it was good. Because if they would have shadow dropped this and it sucked, oh man, we would never hear the end of it. So thank the Lord for GameWorks putting out a banger, a goated banger.
It's definitely. Thank God this was a good one. But you don't think there's going to be another? You don't think all these studios has another hidden gem somewhere buried to throw at us this fall?
Not up their sleeve, not anytime soon.
Okay.
Because I think this game started development. If you look at development cycles, this game would have started development in the Xbox One era. Clowns, can you elaborate that?
No, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I mean, that is a really good point. I'm gonna have to try and find out now. I'm very curious.
Yeah, that is good. But yeah, this definitely has had some time in it, because I mean, it seems well polished and done.
Oh, one more thing. These are the soundtrack. The not streamed soundtrack is licensed, so that means that eventually those licenses will expire, and those tracks will disappear, and they'll put in the original soundtrack in there. So if you want to play it with the licensed tracks, kind of do it earlier, because I'm gonna guess it's gonna be at most a 3-year deal for those licensed tracks.
Ooh, that's
do you know
spicy.
What I mean, Clown?
Yeah, spicy. I like where you're going.
Let's see. Jacob Coogan says I wasn't interested in it at all, Fastbug, but being a Jet Grind / Jet Set Radio fan, I tried it and it's fire. Surprise game for Xbox games.
Yeah.
Man, everybody needs to quit complaining about not being able to play games again. I barely get to play anymore. Yeah, stupid being an adult, responsibilities, wanting nice stuff. That kind of.
Who came up with that stuff?
I know. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. I didn't know this. Breaking news from Jacob Coogan. He says the shadow drop was actually Tango's idea. Phil Spencer said so in an interview I watched him in today.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to look that interview up sometime. All right, Doggy.
Oh yeah.
We polled the chat on when they planned or when they finally got around to playing Hi-Fi Rush. Why don't you read those results?
It looks like we got day one is 57%. We got Never coming in at 28. Okay, all right. Then we got Eventually 14, and we got 0. Probably not. So we got a decent mix between Never and day one. So kind of a little mix, So a Never by quite a few people. Okay.
Yeah. So Doggy, what were you? Were you a day one adopter of this game?
Oh yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw everybody's reaction to how cool it was, man, I got to try this thing out, and
was it day one? It was a late release.
Yeah, but I played it on day one, whatever. So I was day one guy, but I said you could play enough of it. Yeah, but man, what I played of it was cool, and it's got tons of potential, at least in my eyes.
Absolutely. Clowns, were you a day one on this one?
Absolutely, yeah. As soon as I was able to, downloaded it, and as soon as I had some free time, I hopped on it. I played a good maybe 2 to 3 hours of it already.
Oh yeah, I haven't got to play that much. No.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I was not day one, unfortunately. I had other responsibilities, as I said. So I wasn't eventually because I played it on the second day.
Oh, okay.
I am an eventually. But I wanted to be a day one. I just had other things.
You would have been if you could be, yeah.
Hi-Fi Russia ain't so shaded. It's more like an anime. Oh, it's so shaded. Oh, let me pause here.
Yeah, that's so.
The way you know it's so shaded is because it has those dark outlines on the main character that you can see here.
Yeah.
Again, adopted by Jet Set Radio. And the world doesn't have its dark outlines on it to add depth. So what's in front or what they want you to focus on always has that dark outline, and that's what defines self-shaded. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Sorry. Yeah. All right. And I think that's going to do best. Oh, here. Well, they basically shadow dropped 007 in a tweet. It's so true. So true. Yeah. Day one, 007 for me is not going to be a day one or an eventually. It's actually going to be a probably not.
What, 007?
Yeah, 007 is going to be a probably not for me. Clowns, 007, is it going to be day one? Eventually, probably not, or never?
You know, I don't think it holds up well. It's there for nostalgia purposes for the fans that wanted it, but I think for a lot of other people, they're probably not going to really get seriously into that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So day one, probably no.
All right. Doggy, is 007 day one, eventually, probably not, or never?
Well, it's not day one because it came out. Yeah, that's a day. But I own it because I have like the digital rare replay, which I think a lot of people had, like, because I gave it away with some show one time back when they had Mixer or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I had rare replay and it was physical, but they gave away like the digital version. Anyway, so when I looked and I saw 007 was released, I went and looked and it said I owned it. So I downloaded it. So I will get around to it eventually. And yeah, I'll play it because, like Clown said, it's nostalgia. Great game back in the day. Love playing that. So I thought I saw people complaining about should at least have some online multiplayer with those.
That is exactly the reason why it's probably not for me.
Right. So
I don't.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't like people in my house.
Right.
So that whole couch co-op thing, no way. I'm all about online co-op these days. That's why I paid for Xbox Live.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll try a bit. But yeah,
right.
that stinks. That they should have added that on. In this day and age, we should have added that into the game. But
the Nintendo Switch has online PvP.
There you go.
Anyways, Dreadful drops in. I've been playing it all day. 007 Dreadful, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. All right, let's move this show along. Up next was the Elder Scrolls Online update, more specifically the Mcron, and the fact that they made all of the previous DLC available to play right now. I'm not going to do a poll on this game, guys, as I feel that this is going to be really short. Clowns, what do you think?
Yes. I mean, I love Elder Scrolls Online, and I've been off it for maybe like a year, and this is going to bring me right back into it. I started playing it with Jeepers and a few of the other guys, and we're having fun with it, man. We're enjoying it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So you are going to do, what about Mcron, the new expansion? Are you going to be day one?
Sometimes I wait for those to drop in price just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm highly thinking about this one day one. This one is up on the radar compared to all the other ones, so I may have to. It might have to be done.
Absolutely. Doggy, ESO, Elder Scrolls Online.
Man, I've just never played these. Real quick, when I was watching the little presentation, man, the game looks so cool. I don't know why I never really got into it, but I just never played him. So if we had the poll up, I would have to say I'd probably vote. Probably not. Even though it looked really awesome. So I could see the appeal, but probably not.
Right. Okay. So I play Elder Scrolls Online on PC because I bought it on Steam back before Xbox owned Bethesda. And I've played expansions, not all of them, but a lot of them. And I am a tank. I like being the tank because I like the fact that if I mess up, everybody else dies. Or I just get a joy out of it. Because if I'm going down, you're all coming with me. So
nice.
Clowns, I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I don't have the enemy facing the right way at the right time, everybody dies. So I love playing ESO. Me and my friends are already talking about it, especially the fact that they're doing these updates that I might have missed. We're going to go do raids. They're not called raids. What are they called, Clowns? They're called
Aren't they like dungeons, if I remember correctly?
Well,
'Cause
you
it's
can
been a
do
little
dungeons,
bit.
but then there's the one where you get to face like a really challenge. You can set it to easy to hard. I think it's called like a legendary dungeon or something, or a legendary run. What is it called?
You know, I can't remember either because I don't think I did a lot of them. I just did more of the dungeons and they did roll queues.
Yeah, roll queues and dungeons. Yeah, no, I'm actually part of a guild, the Tazzy Devils, and we roll almost every Friday. So, yeah, catch me outside, not catch me on ESO. So yeah,
Nice.
we take our Elder Scrolls very serious. So I am very excited for Mcron. I probably won't buy it just because I'm saving up for other stuff, but I want to. So yeah. All right, let's see. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Jago Kuka says, "Look how excited Cloud is about ESO." There you go. John 907I said that he was trying it out for the first time. Cool highlight of the show. I think he was talking actually about Hi-Fi Rush.
Yep.
If Flashback says ESO was fun Tuesday night and Necromancer is a favorite class. Yeah, I mean it's a good game. It's a fun game once you get into it. Once you get past it to the higher levels and you start doing these harder dungeons, it gets a lot more fun. A lot more fun. Jacob Cookin says, "Hell no to ESO."
Yes, Jacob.
I did try it. It still reminds me of the janky piece of crap I played on a Nintendo 64. I think he's talking about
007, probably, yeah.
ESO Cyrodiil is an awesome PvP. Yeah.
Red Fultz knows his stuff, man. He's, yeah.
Tony Crosswalk says, "What's it outside?" Exactly. Touch grass.
Touch that grass? What's that?
All right. Jago Cookin says, "I put the interview with Phil Spencer. I was referring to Axel in the GUG I'll have to check it out."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. On to the main event. Guys, was none other than Redfall. It got the longest time. Almost 30% of the show was Redfall from Bethesda. This is going to be the big, I believe it's still going to be the early. It did get a release date, right? It did. May, I believe. May or April.
It has
going to be the early half big first party game from Xbox. And let's go through it one by one. I'm going to let Carlo take the floor here for as long as he wishes. Talk to us about Redfall, Carlo.
Okay, so Redfall is day one for me. Whether I do it single player with friends doesn't matter. It's just going to be a ton of fun. The game looks epic. I love the way that everything is designed, the fluidity of the game. The mechanics look great. The story behind it seems really cool. It reminds me of, like, you know, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way, back, you know, Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood kind of stuff together. It just looks really good. Am I wrong? It's so good looking. Yeah, and the voice acting in it seems very emotionally tied to the game. I think they did a great job with the voice acting. You know, and shameless plug here, but we interviewed Naveen Crumby, who voice acts Layla. So excited!
Oh, okay.
I'm excited for this, man. I'm really excited for this. Can't wait to play it with some people.
Absolutely. So do you think Redfall is going to play more like Left 4 Dead or something else?
It's tough to say because they haven't really explained how it's going to play out. I'm thinking like kind of like Back 4 Blood a little bit, but with a bigger world. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with this one. But it's I'm really curious, to be honest with you, how this one's going to play out.
Yeah, I'm very curious still as well. Let's move over. If you're done, Carlo, are you done?
Yep, I'm done.
All right, I want to give you as much time as you want. Let's move over to Doggy. Doggy, Redfall.
Yeah, Redfall going to this. I mean, myself being a first-person shooter, not that great at them kind of guy. I wasn't looking forward to this, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have much hype for it, right? But, man, the way they presented this, like even this part right here, like where you're facing this vampire here that they can take and
make illusions.
Yeah, and they looks like they put you just in a certain part, you know, and you can always see. Yeah, just the different vampires they were showing, the different tasks you're gonna go have to do. Just everything they were showing about this game. The presentation that they showed here made me excited for it, even though I know I'm gonna stink at it. But it's cool because you can play through it co-op with up to 4 people. So I just got to get a crew together, and we're gonna go through this. And this game looks great. It looks really cool. I think this is gonna be a good banger for Xbox here in the first half of it. So I don't really have much to say besides it. It just looks better than I thought. Just looks like, looks like it's going to have a nice wide open, sprawled open world with plenty to do. So, we'll just see. We'll see what it does.
We'll see what it does indeed. All right. So Redfall for me, I got to tell you, when I first saw that first cinematic trailer and this thing looked like Left 4 Dead for me, I was out. I am out.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead style gameplay is just not for me, as Doggy knows.
Yeah.
Because he might play Back 4 Blood, and it is the most enraged I've ever been at a game. I got more enraged playing that game than I ever did playing any Soulsborne game. Okay, any Souls games. So Back 4 Blood. So I am 100% out. All right. It was a never. Don't even ask me. This thing is a mountain of crap to me because it's just not my style of game. But then they said it was going to be more like Far Cry, and I like Far Cry. I think Far Cry games are well done. They're a little too busy on the map, but who cares? I like Far Cry the way game plays, and then I like arcade shooters. So I played Dishonor 1 and 2, Prey, all those games that are arcade, and they just feel so good. Those powered enabled style shooters just feel so good. So I do like arcade games, but I was kind of sad they were going to do back a Left 4 Dead clone. But when they said it was going to be more like Far Cry, and I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted a multiplayer co-op Far Cry. Why not? So I'm paying attention. I'm watching this go. I can definitely see me playing it different than they do here. I play more aggressive and make lots of more mistakes because I get bored. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Right now, this game is on my radar. I might play it, I might not. I haven't decided yet. I'll have to wait and see some actual gameplay. I might watch someone stream it. So, if you're in the GUG and you're streaming this, let me know. I'll tune in and watch and see if this game is for me based on your reaction. If Carlo gets so scared that he blinks, then I know I got the right game.
we'll have to jump on on a Tuesday night on the Next Level Gamer podcast. You know what I'm saying? Help me and play with those guys.
Absolutely. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Oh man, there's a lot of talk here.
There's a lot. Yeah.
All right.
May 2nd. Yeah, that's yep.
Jesse Darby says, I thought the original Redfall trailer looked better than what they showed at the show. The original trailer was cinematic only, I believe, right? Was pre-rendered. So
the original one
looks better. Pre-rendered graphics. But I think this looked good still. I don't think it looks bad. Jacob Coogan says they had me at Redfall is like Far Cry, and I said, day one, I love Far Cry. I am hyped. Fastback says Redfall I'm most excited for. I cannot wait. With vampires. Let's see. They said Redfall is more like a Far Cry / Borderlands type.
Nice. Okay.
The crazy thing
is
that
would be
Glenn
cool.
is actually sleeping right now, but you can't tell.
That's a good idea. You just take a nap and your eyes are still open. Yeah.
Right. John 079 says the vampire aspect makes me want to check it out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, those vampires they had in there this has some cool stuff there.
That's right. I see downside when I go to work or to the grocery store. Yeah, agreed. You know what? I go to work. I don't even see grass other than my front yard.
Whoa.
And that's the last time I see grass because I live in a concrete jungle. Love arcade games, the combo of power weapon mechanics. Exactly, Fastback, you get it. An arcade shooter is very unique. It's unlike anything else you've ever played. I didn't much like Back 4 Blood. Never even finished it. Me either. Okay,
I'm not sure anybody did.
Just Jesse Darby says it has a release date of May 2nd.
May 2nd, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And can't compare Left 4 Dead on the 360. Yeah, that thing just came in at the right time. Right game, right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So that was the Xbox Developer Direct. Hold on, guys. Let me end this poll. Doggy, we had a poll for Redfall. What
Oh,
did
we did
the
now. We
our
got-
chat say?
We got day one, 63%, and we got eventually 36%, which should probably be 37, but whatever. Yeah. Either way, day one takes the cake.
Absolutely.
And eventually,
Day
yeah,
one.
nobody's not wanting to play this. So this has definitely grabbed the attention of everybody.
All right. And I'm still on the fence. I haven't decided. Carlo, is this day one? Eventually, probably not or never for you.
Day one.
Day one. All right. Doggy, day one, eventually, probably not or never.
Oh, I'll probably try day one. I can't see why I wouldn't. This looks so good. I'll have to try it. Yeah, day one.
All right. As of right now, this one stands probably in the eventually column for me. So I might eventually play it. We'll see. All right. And with that being said, guys, that was the show. The Developer Direct, from format to the game show to the Shadow Drop. Carlo, what would you give this show as a whole?
I would give it about an 8.
About an 8. All right. What did Xbox have to do to get those extra 2 points?
Less people on screen and more gameplay.
All right. Let's flash this to people, more gameplay, like this Redfall trailer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Doggy, what would you give the show?
You know, like I said earlier, I give the show a B. So yeah, I'd have to give it.
No.
the-
We're going by numbers here.
Oh, by numbers.
10.
Well, let me think numbers here now. Okay, we're giving it an 8. Yeah, 80% B. 80% B. So, yeah, about the same thing what Clown said. You know, they got a little sand those corners. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mhm.
not quite as rough. You know what I'm saying? But they did a really great job. Keep up the great work. Great games. Love the Shadow Drop. Like I said, no silly host in between, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, I can't complain. Great show. Great games in there. Exciting year. I'm pumped. Great job.
All right. I'm giving this one probably the highest score out of everybody. I'm giving this one a 9, maybe even a 9.5. You know what? I'm gonna give it the 9.5 because that Shadow Drop was amazing. The game is fun. It was a surprise. I was shocked. The game did not leak, which is even better. At least not on any of the channels I watched. No leaks.
That was pretty impressive. Yeah.
Which was awesome. It could use a little less developer back and forth, like Clown said, and that would make it a perfect show to me to get that last half point. But as far as the shorter shows, you know, shorter. This is a 40-minute show. That was some people's E3 presentation is 40 minutes. So kudos to Xbox for giving us basically a little mini E3, and the format was great. The Developer Direct was great. The explanations were great. It explained a lot of the games to get me even more hyped. And I love information on games. So yeah, thanks a lot, Xbox. This show was great. Yeah. 9.5
Congratulations,
for me.
Xbox. Yeah.
Let's check in with the chat, see what they gave it. Diego Kukin says he'll give it an 8.5.
Yep.
John 907 says a 6. Holy crap.
Still passing. Still passing.
That's right. That's right. 6 would be a D in college, so D's get degrees. It's all good.
Yep.
Fastback says 8.5 out of 10. Forza Motorsport had a release date. Yeah, that was
Yep. I would have looked over any imperfections, anything you'd release that thing. Yeah, had a release date. Yep.
Yeah. This show format needs to be used going forward. No more bringing social media influencers from Twitch no one's ever heard of. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Yes,
agree.
Diego.
100%. Yeah. All right. And with all of that being said, Dougie, guess what time it is?
Guess what time it is? It is intermission time, and you're going to have to guess what game, what bad plot we have in store for you. Bad plot description.
Absolutely. Sorry. I was like, why does this sound so weird? I didn't turn off the other sound. All right, let me lower this
Guess
as low
the
as it can go.
plot.
All right, guys, you know the rules. we're going to be describing the plot of a video game badly, and you have to guess which video game we're talking about. Oh, here we go. Splendiferous gives us a 9 out of 10. The show. Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Absolutely. Carlo, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Absolutely. I love the energy. All right. Doggy, you're up.
All
Go
right.
ahead and hit us with your video game plot described badly.
All right, guys, you ready? Chat, are you ready? Here we
We
go.
are ready.
Here we go. Because the mayor's daughter was kidnapped, many asses were kicked.
One more time. Hit us one more time with that bad plot.
Because the mayor's daughter was kidnapped, many asses were kicked. The mayor's daughter was kidnapped, many asses were kicked.
All right.
This is a very poorly described plot. You're gonna have to dig deep. You're gonna be thinking.
All right. Clowns, do you have any idea?
I'm at a loss for words here, man. I can't think. I know it's not Doom, but I keep wanting to say Doom. There's a game like Doom, I think that's. Oh man.
All right. Let's check it with the chat. Fleming Allen Thompson comes in. Thank you so much, Fleming Allen Thompson, for coming in. You are the real MVP. He says 8.5 for the format, but games was a 5, and I just subbed Axle1324 Gaming. Hey, we really appreciate that sub.
Thank you.
Fleming Allen Thomas. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. All right, we got some guesses in the chat. Okay, they say Final Fight from Jacob.
Oh, we got a final
Cookin.
fight? A
Fleming
final
Allen
fight?
Thompson
Man, you
says
guys,
final fight.
man, you guys are pretty sure.
Slim
The
Difference
final
says final
fight.
fight. And let's see. I don't know
Okay.
about Day 1. I have feeling Stalker 2 coming out in May. Oh man. I don't know
Oh,
about
it's Stalker
that.
2, huh?
Yeah, but
That'd be a shadow drop.
all right. I actually never played Final Fight, believe it or not. Neither at the arcade or on the Nintendo or the Sega CD. I've never gotten around to playing Final Fight. So I don't know if that's the right answer, and I am lost. I don't know a single video game. I'm racking my brain. The mayor's daughter gets kidnapped. I don't know a single game where the mayor's daughter is kidnapped. But Clowns, have you played Final Fight?
Yes. And it could very well be Final Fight.
Oh man,
There's that chance.
there's that
Mhm.
chance. All right, there's
course
that chance.
could
It
be.
is Final Fight. Okay. And
course it
Pixel
could be
Slapper
Kirby's
jumps in.
Adventure.
Thank you so much, Pixel Slapper. He says, "I'm late. I've just been with Risk It for the Biscuit podcast. Damn these notifications." Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, brother, for joining us.
Yeah. Jacob Cookin, all the clowns bring computer power is going to keep his eyes on full alert status. That's why he can't come up with a guess. Solid bird. Solid bird. All right. I'm lost, Doggy. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Final Fight with the chat because I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. All right, Doggy, we have some guesses in. Hold on.
Oh, we got another.
Ooh,
The
Yeah,
difference is,
guesses.
other than that, Taken. Like the
That's
movie?
a movie.
Yeah, I don't think there was a Taken.
Oh, we didn't do
movie.
any movies this. Yeah, we didn't do the movies this segment. Okay. Yeah.
Right. All right, Doggy, hit us with the question one more time and tell us
All
what
right, yeah.
it is.
So because the mayor's daughter was kidnapped, many asses were kicked. Boom, right there behind you. There was Final Fight in the chat. You guys had it, man. You guys are awesome. Very great job.
Awesome.
You guys
man.
know
Awesome one. That was great.
The retro stuff. Good stuff.
You guys got it.
No
All right.
stumping these awesome sharks. These sharks out here, they know it all.
That's right. These guys are sharp.
Sharp sharks.
That's right. All right, here we go. Time for mine. All right, everybody ready?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
All right. Corporate mogul organizes a martial arts tournament in order to kick 7 bells out of his family. Now, I wasn't originally going to incorporate this one, but I stumped Doggy with it yesterday. I had to do it again.
Yeah.
So, corporate mogul organizes a martial arts tournament in order to kick 7 bells out of his family. All right, Clowns, do you have any idea?
Say it one more time because I'm really trying to think.
A corporate mogul organizes a martial arts tournament in order to kick 7 bells out of his family.
Man, oh, this is, you guys are good at this, man. You guys are good. The only thing that comes up to me with martial arts is Mortal Kombat. And I'm probably gonna be wrong, but it's all I can think about.
Okay, yeah, no, you're not far off. But yeah, that one is tough. Doggy, have you had time to sleep on it?
I mean, I guessed about like 6 of them yesterday, so I mean, I could narrow it down and name a few more by the process of elimination. But I'd rather the chat go first and then see if I can go with some of their guesses. Maybe I can agree with one of theirs or something. Because I know yesterday, yeah, I had some pretty good guesses and they weren't bad. So this is a pretty good one. Yeah, let's see what the chat has to say first.
All right.
Yeah, because yeah.
Here we go. Let's check it with the chat. Check it with the chat. Jago Coogan on the last one said, I knew that immediately. I love Final Fight.
Yes, Jago. Yeah, you're right on it too. Good one.
Jesse Darby gives the show, the Xbox Developer Direct, an 8.5 out of 10. All right. Brandon Foltz gives us our first guess to my question. He says, best game ever, Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Jago says, this one is tough. Splinterfist goes King of Fighters. Time for a new fight night. Been too
King
long.
of Fighters. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Dead or Alive. That was good too. Okay, all right.
That is good. We're getting some solid guesses here. So far, nobody has gotten it right. Should I put up my poll, guys?
Yeah, sure.
All
I got a
right.
decent guess for a tournament, but yeah, let's go ahead and see it anyway.
All right. Once again, Mogul sets up a martial arts tournament in order to get kicked. Let me read it. Hold on. Corporate Mogul organizes a martial arts tournament in order to kick 7 bells out of his family.
Fun. Bell. See, it just throws me like, okay.
All right. Here we go. I think
And
once I
the
start the poll, you guys will know which one it is immediately. Which is fine. It's okay. It's okay if you guys know which one it is. I won't cry.
Samurai Showdown. That's what I'm thinking. Fleming. That's what I'm thinking. Got some Tekken up in there. That's if I had to, yeah. That's only because I guess about every other ones the other day. So.
Pixel Slapper says he's unsubscribed to 500 YouTubes today. Hopefully that will help notifications. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. You know what? But I do a yearly purge too. I do it too. Samurai Showdown, guess from Jago Coogan. Flamish Alan Thompson says Tekken.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm agreeing.
So your options in the poll are
Flaming. I'm believing Flaming. Yeah.
are Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat, or Tekken. And again, your clue is Corporate Mogul organizes a martial arts tournament in order to kick 7 bells out of his family.
No matter whether it's right or not, I'm glad. Thank you for throwing the Dead or Alive in there. You always got to throw that one in there. You always got to throw that fighting series in there. Dead or Alive.
All right, Clowns, do you want to take a stab at one of these 3?
I'm still going with Mortal Kombat.
All right, Mortal Kombat. Okay. Doggy, you want to take a stab at one of these 3?
Yeah, I'm going with the Tekken.
With the Tekken. All right.
Tekken Tag Tournament. There we go. Tournament. There we go.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and end the poll there. All right. So
Mortal Kombat had a tournament too, so.
Let me read you a plot here.
Yeah, Dead or Alive.
The tournament is King of Iron Fist Tournament, hosted by the Mishima Zaibatsu, where players control a plethora of characters to win the tournament and gain control of the company. The conflict between the Mishima family serves as the main focus. They each pick fighters, while players can explore characters' motivations and aiming to control the Zaibatsu. And there are 7 family members fighting for control of the Zaibatsu. in the King of Iron Fist tournament, which is, of course, Tekken.
Tekken, yeah, the fist, yeah, Iron Fist. Yep.
Tekken. The whole
I
point
knew
of
when you
Tekken, the
said
first
that.
Tekken, the very first one, was to fight over control of the company. And the 7 bells, when you lost, you had to ring a bell.
Wow. See, yeah, bells was throwing me, and I just could not remember that. Okay, I see the 7, and there was 7, so I thought Mortal Kombat because there wasn't 7 selectable characters in the first Mortal Kombat, right? So I guess that was wrong. Yeah, you had made this on that one bad.
Yeah.
Tekken, though, it was. Yep.
That's right. So the first person to get Tekken right was Fleming Allen Thompson, my newest subscriber. Congratulations. You got that one right.
Boom. That was great. That was great.
That's right. And with all of that being said, guys, that is going to do it for our show. Before we get out of here, let's check in with Italian Clowns. Hold on, let me change the music. This music is the game show music. I want to get out of here with our regular Pretzel.rocks music.
Yeah, our chill music.
Italian Clowns, let the people know where you are.
Everybody can find me on 4GQ TV.
All right, 4GQ TV everywhere, guys. Absolutely. With that being said, guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this video. And, of course, this show wouldn't exist without you guys, the chat. And that's right, you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows I do. Thank you so much for tuning in. With that being said, we're out of here. I'm Axle1324.
I'm Doggy Dog 420.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.